Give me like a Dr. Seuss poem. TikTok, here comes the Glock.
Tick tock. Tick tock. T-I-C-K, not T-O. Okay. Tick tock. Tick tock. Hickory dickory Glock. Not Doc, but Glock. The handgun gets cocked. The slide goes forward. The bullet travels. The bad guy falls into the ground.
Please welcome 9 times Diamond certified global superstar, Post Malone.
This episode of Guns and Dogz is brought to you by America. America. Where else would you want to be?
Look off. For spring,
Guns and Dogz.
Is a kind.
Guns and Dogs. 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 Thank you for watching. Welcome back to another episode of Guns and Dogz. I'm your host, Eric. Let's get into this. Roof, roof! Today we're going to talk about the ultimate Glock. Why is it the ultimate Glock? Because it's the Glock that I have. Yours is probably cool too, but it's not the ultimate Glock. You probably have a Glock 19, which is actually my favorite handgun. It fits my hand perfectly, and I'm a big fan of Glock, but a lot of you know I'm an even bigger fan of Smith & Wesson, which is why I carry Smith & Wesson every day. Shameless plug. But today we're talking about the Glock that I do have. And if I'm gonna have a Glock, which I only have one Glock, it's gonna be the ultimate Glock. So let's get into the ultimate Glock. Oh, hear the angels singing as it descends from above. Let's open this box up and see what it is. Put in the comments what you think it is. A lot of you Glock fans out there, you're gonna know exactly what it is as soon as you see it. But put in the comments what you think it is. All right, ready? Here we go. Boom, bam. All right, what we have here, we got a Glock 40. A lot of people say Glock 40, but they're talking about the 40 caliber. This is not a 40 caliber here. This is the Glock 40, model 40 in 10 millimeter. Yes, I said 10 millimeter. Let's check it out. Get that out the way. All right, first and foremost, let's verify that this gun is unloaded. I do not ever keep this gun loaded because it's unnecessary for home defense for now because of the other options that I have. But just to verify that it is unloaded, nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine. We are clear. Let's take the hood off of the red dot so we can talk about it as well. And let's get into this shine the light in the camera. So again, it's the Glock 40, 10 millimeter. It is outfitted with a Vortex Viper, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Vortex Viper. And also the Streamlight TLR1 HL tactical light is bright as crap. I love this thing. I'm not sure exactly what trigger this is, but I'm gonna show you the trigger in just a bit. I bought this gun used. I was working at a gun shop and a guy came in, he bought the gun and he thought, well, I have a 9mm, a step up would be a 10mm. Not so, sir, but we didn't tell him that. He took it to the range and he brought it back because he said it had too much recoil. But he had already outfitted it with a nice trigger, and I don't know what trigger this is, but boy, I tell you, it is nice. I love this trigger. Let me go ahead and showcase that right now. All right, so here's the wall, barely a wall, and then it just rolls into it. And then the reset is right there. It's very tactile, I'm sorry. And then the second pull is just perfect. I really like this trigger. Just as a natural pull, I'll show you. Just nice. I really enjoy shooting this gun. And because it is a 10 millimeter, it has a lot more recoil than a 9 millimeter would have. But since it has the long barrel, it's going to mitigate some of that recoil, while at the same time, this is the crazy part, while at the same time giving more velocity, right? Just a little bit more, but if you've got just a little bit more out of a 10 millimeter, then you're worlds away from what you would have from a 9 millimeter. I got this gun because I was really thinking of going hunting, and I bought a hunting rifle 2 years straight and still hadn't gone hunting, strangely enough. But I got this gun just in case I was deer hunting and came across a bear, because just because you're hunting deer doesn't mean there's not a bear out there who's also hunting deer. And if that bear can't find a deer and you're out there, then you'll become the deer, the prey that the bear would be. You become the prey that the bear would go after.
It's fooled me once. Shame on you. It fooled me, we can't get fooled again.
So you gotta have something to defend yourself against, even like a bobcat or something, a mountain lion, I mean. So that's what this gun was for. But when I took it to the range, it was just so fun to shoot that I don't even care about it being a hunting defense weapon. I just like shooting this thing. I really enjoy it. I really do. I used to carry it in a truck every now and then, just because I felt cool with it, with that long barrel and that light. So at night I'm still prepared. And let me talk about the weapon light for one. On my EDC, you will see that I don't keep a light on my EDC, and the reason being, well, first of all, this gun doesn't even have the capability of a rail for the light, but I don't care, because here's the thing. When you're carrying your everyday carry pistol, right? If I have a light on my gun, I can't really search with the light because I'm pointing my gun at everything. But what I can do is I can have my tactical light, which will be this guy here, and I can have it in my hand as I have my gun at low ready, and I'm not pointing my gun at stuff that I don't want to point my gun at. I can point my light wherever I want it, and I'm not going to get in trouble for it. But if I go around, where is he? Now I'm pointing it at people who don't need the gun pointed at them, or things, even things that don't need to be shot. That's the reason why I like to have a handheld flashlight, even if I have a flashlight on my gun. I'm not saying don't carry a flashlight on your gun. I'm saying have both options, right? That way you can identify your target. You're not having to point your gun at everything you're trying to identify, all right? But this is the ultimate Glock. This 10 millimeter holds 15 rounds in the magazine, which is way more than enough for any bear. I might be able to take 2-3 bears with that, with 15 rounds. But I do like the magazine capacity on this guy. Standard Glock mags. This can also go in, what is the other 10 millimeter? I think it's the Glock 20. Yeah, the Glock 20. They do have extended mags for this, but I didn't need it. Oh yeah, this gun also has an extended slide release, and I can literally, it's so easy to do that with that extension. I really like it. I'm glad the guy put it on there because I didn't have to pay extra money to put it on there myself. So there you have it, the ultimate Glock. No longer do I have a Glock 19. My carry gun is Smith & Wesson because America. But if I'm gonna have a Glock, I want it the ultimate Glock, and I think I have it. So let me know in the comments if your Glock is better than mine, or if my Glock is undoubtedly better than yours. And We'll see you next time on one thing Eric forgot to mention is exactly why this is in fact the ultimate Glock. This is the Glock 10mm, the most powerful round that Glock offers, even more powerful than the 357 SIG, and the barrel length 6.2 inches. The only barrel length longer than that is the 17L, and it's only 9mm. This is 10. So it is the ultimate Glock. Nobody's quicker than Jonathan Wicker. Bang. Guns and Dogs. John Wick. A bird. A large bird.